Hello. Just helped Laura with get some shopping and stuff like that. She's heading by now. So finished up third day of camp, had our first Wednesday meeting, which was sort of going over how to do parent reports, which have now been changed to camper highlights. So it's supposed to be more storytelling this time, going over, this camper did this, it was great. So whenever they were doing like, oh, you did something fantastic, a wee story about them more so than, oh, they learned this, they did this, they got on very well with this camper. All these sorts of things, which kind of was before, which I kind of got good at, they've decided to take away, and they haven't changed the format at all, they haven't changed anything about it, but we now have to tell a story. So, gonna learn how to make up stories. Mid-session still the same, so made some plans. So gonna go gym tomorrow, if everything goes smoothly. Pardon me, which you should. Pardon me. I always seem to burp every time I'm doing one of these. No idea, I don't burp all day, and then every single time I turn the camera on my phone, I have to burp. It's weird. So yeah, gotta get them done. So we're gonna go gym tomorrow with Amanda, because she has like a pass thing or something that allows me to go into the local gym where she lives. So we're gonna go off do that tomorrow. Then Saturday, meet up, maybe go grab lunch or something like that, and then do camper reports and mid-sessions, just so we get them all out of the way. Don't have any left to do. And yeah, should be great. So that's the general plan for the next week, and also possibly seeing Finding Dory on Sunday. So hopefully Heather posts some information about times and things like that, then try and arrange that for Sunday. Should be a good week. We've got those things planned. Nothing for Friday. Probably, hopefully, do something then as well. Maybe with Laura and Paul and stuff. Apparently, going to be writing a letter to Clara today. Just because she's down at camp, so going to see how she's doing. Try and reassure her. Hope she has a good time and stuff like that. Because I don't know. But I think she's feeling a little bit homesick at the minute, which is completely understandable, I don't really think I ever felt that way though, like going away with scouts. But obviously anytime I did that, it was with half a dozen people that I knew and had been going to scouts with since I was, 5 or 6 or whatever. So I don't know, should be good fun. Looking forward to a lot of things. Today actually went really, really well with my kids. Juniors in the morning went fantastic. Got a lot of things working in one of the games where they have a monkey called Bobzilla destroying the city. So got it so every time they hit spacebar, it changes the animation or the picture. So the monkey starts here, smashes. So every time it did that, it would destroy the building it was currently on. So that actually worked really, really well. They drew out the graphics for the building and then the building on fire. So got that to change over whenever we could. So that went really, really well. My other group, because 2 groups of juniors, my other pair, who had been clashing a little bit yesterday, were just grand today. Great. So they were working really, really well, doing a great job. And they managed to they got to a point where they were happy with their Pokemon trivia game. So they got their questions, they got their ability to catch Pikachu with a Pokeball. So that was fine. Then they started on a Pokemon game, which was a mixture of Pokemon and Pac-Man. So instead of a Pac-Man going around eating the Bullops, they had a little Pokeball. So they got the mouth opening and closing and stuff quite quickly, because they figured out how to change shapes. So they drew out the Pokeball as a whole, copied that, did another one with the mouth opening and closing. The wee girl is a spectacular artist, so she was doing that. And then I got her to do it a sort of Pac-Man level, and a Jigglypuff and an Oddish. So the guy did the Oddish thing and she did the Jigglypuff. And he's not bad either, but she is just otherworldly. Like, she's great at it. So they did that. That was great. Got the Pokeball sort of capturing all of the Jigglypuff and stuff, which became like the blobs. Instead of just like a little ball, it was like a Jigglypuff or an Oddish, which was really, really cool. I really enjoyed that. They did a really good job of it. So that was good fun. And they had a hand from one of the staff assistants, which was like, it was nice to actually see some of the staff assistants today. Like, I haven't seen them at all. They don't even have like their staff shirts yet, which is kind of bad. But it is what it is. So I'm never really sure if they're just like a really old camper or they are like a staff assistant. So it's been interesting so far with them. So going on from that was my juniors in the morning. Had hall monitor duties in the afternoon. Got my comfy chair back. Didn't manage to trap meds or anything like that, but we started talking to Christian a little bit, other things like that. So it was alright overall. Then afternoon, got my seniors. So the one senior who's been a bit problematic so far got his partner got switched out of our group. So she had only been there one day. Didn't come in on Monday because there was something going on with the schools. So like, they'd had too many snow days, so they had to have an extra day of school on the Monday for some reason. I don't make the rules, that's how it was. So she didn't show up on Monday because she had school. Came in Tuesday. He was just doing her head in, annoying her. And then she wasn't really learning anything. And obviously don't want to impact her camp experience, want it to be as great as possible. Your face gets really dark when the sun's behind me. So she got moved out of the group. So she could actually have, some fun, learn some stuff, which is obviously what she's here for, or at camp for. Which is, it's a shame because, I wish that they could have gotten along. I wish that they could have been friends or something, but, what are you going to do? He's obviously not in a place where he's willing to work with someone properly. He's not in a place where he's really willing to do the work at camp. He's not in a place where he wants to learn. So having that impact her and having that impact other people isn't really fair. So he was kind of, he just wasn't on today. He wasn't on at all, which is a shame. It'd be good to see him, try it. We'd see him apply himself. But I can't. You can't change people. I can't do anything about that. Go off and talk to Jared, who is, spectacular at getting children to do stuff. Getting them to see, was that right? Was that good? He has a gift. The man is gifted. So did that. Was working with my seniors. Got some of the calculator working. Got all the buttons in the right place. I just need to get it to the point where I tonight need to go over some stuff in terms of how to get the buttons to actually do stuff when you click on them. So we have the calculator all laid out. We've got a text box where we need it to be. Pardon me. I'm pretty sure I remember how to change the value, but I'm going to go over that tonight anyway. So had that, did that with my seniors. Had a lot of fun with them. Actually, there was another thing. One of my juniors created a game. So it's the same as like rock, paper, scissors, but it's whip, nene, dab. So the 3 dance moves. So dab beats nene, nene beats whip. Or no, whip beats nene, nene beats dab, and dab beats whip. Second one. Yeah, dab. Watch me whip. Watch me whip. Watch me nene. Watch me. Yeah. So whip beats nene, nene beats dab, dab beats whip. Great fun. So not a whole lot of people hit the nene. A lot of people will sort of go with the whip or the dab straight off the bat, or from what I see. But they're also 9, so they have their favourites, they have their preferences, which is obviously fair enough. So yeah, that's been my day pretty much so far. Did that, had our camp meeting afterwards, which was about parent reports and stuff, which where I said, I came back, went down to Safeway with Laura. They were just start getting the weekly shot, went down, gave her a hand, which I'm more than happy to do. It's always good fun to, I want to help out as much as I possibly can, I don't want to be just sort of taking all the time. I want to, try and help at least a little bit. Just going to try and get a better angle so that there's more on my face. But I also want to be out in the sun, so I just went back. Whenever she was driving back, I was like, yo, hands up, I'm just going to take a walk back. Want to do this, get this done, because this really relaxes me, I feel as if it's like I'm sort of airing my grievances and remembering things. I think I said that yesterday, instant nostalgia, which it just 100% is. It's definitely just me like remembering everything I've just done that day, getting it back, remembering all the good times, because there's a lot of times when you're sort of sitting there like talking to my senior, who wasn't really helping a whole lot today. There's a lot of times whenever you're sitting with him, trying to get him to cooperate with you straight off. They don't want to do that. So that takes up sort of 10-20 minutes every so often. But yeah, it was good overall. Had a good day. The meeting at the end was a bit meh, because it was stuff we've already gone over, but they also forgot Wednesday snack, which kind of sucked. I remember last year, we had ice cream one time, and it was fantastic. We had all the toppings. They just had some really, really spectacular things, and this smells terrible here. I'm just in the wee local park. I don't know what it is, but something smells awful. So I'm gonna move on from here. Gonna just keep walking around the circle. I was thinking about going for a run for a little bit. Decided against it. It was it's really humid today. So the sweat will just be horrific. I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow, definitely, unless something comes up. So that'll get the workout in. That'll get something going, which is obviously what you want. So yeah, be doing that. See how that goes, and yeah. Not been a bad day overall, and enjoyable. What else have I done? What else have I thought about? There was something I was thinking earlier that I was going to talk about. Can't remember at all, but wearing my Nats hat today, so I really hope I get out to a Nationals game at some point. I was talking with Laura and Paul and stuff, and they were saying possibly go to an Orioles game. Because I think they kind of grew up, well, not as fans, but more so rooting for that team if they had to, compared to the Nationals. Whereas I have no allegiances in baseball. I've been to Nats games, so if someone was like, yo, what baseball team do you support? But Nationals, whatever. But I can't really say I root for them. I can't say as with the Giants or with the Warriors, that I follow them more so. I've been to the games. I've been to more Nationals games than I've been to Giants games, and probably ever will be to Giants games. Really, really excited about going to my first actual Giants game in Wembley against the Rams, which is going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to that so much. One, because I get to go see American football again, and two, because it's the Giants, it's my actual team this time. And while the Lions and the Falcons was amazing, it just makes it so much more whenever it's your own team. So it was whenever I went to the final. It was great because it was Connacht and Leinster, so Connacht were the underdogs, Leinster were my Irish team, so I won either way. But it's also more special whenever it's Glasgow, because it's my team. So whenever it was Glasgow Leinster, it was my team against probably my second favourite team in the league, or at least they were that season. At this point they've gone a bit boring, and they're kind of focused on defence and counter attack rather than the free flowing style. They've just come out with some ridiculous moves back in the past. And while I'm all a fan of defensive rugby, the forwards hitting up, it can be exciting whenever it gets really, really tense. The Scotland Australia game, which finished 9-8, was amazing. Even though it was 9-8, it wasn't high scoring. Because there's some incredible chances that one last minute tackle, which was super tense, was very exciting about. I also just walked away from that last bit because some guy with a strimmer out, so it was getting really, really loud, so I can't actually remember what I just said. So I have no idea whenever I go to edit this if it will make any sense whenever I put it together, but I'm sure we'll try. Also, Still no idea about editing. Editing was weird. I think that was what I was going to talk about. My first experience with editing. Tried it with some other videos. Did not go very well. The timing was all off with the audio and the video. It was just terrible. So, made the video on HitFilm. Probably never going to publish it now that I've done the second one and I've kind of gotten into a rhythm. And by that I mean I've now gotten to a point where I feel as though I could talk every day and sort of get enough for a video. Obviously, there might be days where I'm too tired or I'm too busy or something like that and I'm going to have to miss it. But I feel that on just a normal day, regular old day, I have enough to talk about that I could finish it off. So time will tell if I do or not, and time will, obviously, whenever summer's over, I have no idea if I'm going to continue this. This was all sort of to document, my sort of summer adventure kind of thing. So coming over to America again, I really wanted to remember, the small things about my camper. So the fact that, two of my juniors are obsessed with Pokemon and really love making games about it, which I love. Or the fact that, one of my seniors was, they're kind of quiet. They've started opening up a whole lot more today. They were having a lot more of a laugh today. Or the fact that I got my junior to laugh, the one who just refuses to smile. So she's straight up, every time, you can see her, she's just crumbling, day by day. So yesterday I got one laugh out of her. Today I got two. So that those sorts of things, I would never remember that from last year. I don't know if I did that with my campers last year. I just can't remember. Whereas if I'd done this, I would have remembered the fact that, I got, Melby camper. She's sitting there trying so hard not to smile. You can see the grins shredding across her face. And you call her out on it, and then she just starts laughing, and it's just funny. I like doing that about people. I like sort of recognising how their face gets in different situations, and then kind of remembering it for next time. And then calling them out on it. Because if you can kind of figure out a pattern, you can sort of call them out on one bit, and then they start doing it, and you can go, oh, now you're gonna do this, now you're trying not to do this, but you're gonna do this. So last night to Amanda, I was talking to her over our Facebook, and she said something, and then I was I bet your face looks like this right now, and then just go dot dot dot, and it's I know when I say this it'll do this, and because I've said that and now I've caused your face to go this way, it'll go like this to try and figure it out. Then you bring your finger up, and I know I spoke absolutely 0 cents right there, but it makes me smile. I enjoy getting to know people. I enjoy getting to understand how people work and how they tick, how they go about and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just something in it. Also, new t-shirts this year. I like that it has the number, so if for some weird reason in the future I ever look at it again, I'll be oh, what year was that? It'll be 2016, done. I don't know. Life's good, man. Just hope editing this is okay, because I'm really bad at it. I'm just yeah, okay, I'll take all the clips, throw them in, done. Don't even check it, So I think I've sort of I checked the one I posted, actually the first one I've actually posted, which says second day, because why not? I have no idea where I am right now. I think I know how to get back, but I suppose that's important. Also, this looks exactly like another bit. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's madness, oh, life's good, but life's good. Oh, I mean, there's worse things than, spending 9 weeks out here in the sun, even though it's quite humid, but, worse things than spending 9 weeks out here. And I actually just found a lovely wee bit. It's delightful, isn't it? Just found this wee bench. Might come back to here in a second. But yeah, this is actually really, really peaceful. Quite scenic. Yeah, not bad. I love that, just wandering about, wanting to do this, wanting to, you know, talk about my day and then just find something like this. Just lovely wee place, isn't it? Like, it's just really scenic, really kind of quiet, bit shady. Hopefully not too many bloody mozzies about. You know, because they've just been nibbling my legs, like, honestly. I know I keep ranting about this. From if I ever watch this back properly, I'll only ever see, you know, from the second one. Pardon me, but like, I definitely did it in like the videos I didn't post as well. But yeah, I'm gonna start walking back to the house now. Yeah, gonna go down and edit this. I think we're having burgers for dinner tonight, which is exciting. Like handmade ones as well. So, you know, getting like the beef and all that. I think we're gonna have it with some corn, which is, you know, always tasty. Yeah, pretty good meal. Excited. Good day. Maybe see about finding Dory on Sunday today as well. This is down by the pool. That makes more sense. Sorry. Yeah, good life, good life. So yeah, pretty much back at the house now. I'm gonna go finish off my day, and I will check in again tomorrow.